I want to make 5 promises to you today. 5 pledges to deliver peace of mind. 5 foundations on which to build a better future for our children and grandchildren.
When Rishi Sunak laid out his 5 pledges in a speech to journalists back in January, it was widely believed in Westminster that he was being unambitious. But 12 months on, and the goals to halve inflation, grow the economy, cut national debt, cut NHS waiting lists and stop the boats remain, to a varying extent, unfulfilled. As pledged, inflation has halved this year from a high of 10.7% at the end of last year to around 4% now. But that's the end of the unalloyed good news. Despite Jeremy Hunt's Get Back to Work spring budget, the economy has stubbornly failed to grow. For most of the year, growth has hovered around the 0 mark, meaning we are permanently teetering on the edge of a recession. And there's bad news in the national debt quarter too. Far from falling, economists now suggest that debt is skyrocketing, and the OBR has said that the current trajectory is unsustainable. Meanwhile, NHS waiting lists reached an all-time high of an eye-watering 7.7 million last month, and with demand back to pre-pandemic levels, they don't look set to shrink anytime soon. To compound the problem, NHS nurses and doctors have been striking on and off all year, and doctors at least look set to continue well into 2024. As for stopping the boats, polls suggest that the public believe Sunak has failed on this pledge too. Though that may be a little unfair, the data shows that there's actually been a 30% drop in crossings this year compared to last. It is perhaps hardly a surprising view.
Friend, on that point on foreign courts,
the Conservative Party is in civil war mode over the Rwanda scheme, which looks set to be bogged down in Parliament for many months to come. Meanwhile, Keir Starmer is coming up with his own solutions.
The government's lost control of our borders. I think the way to stop the boats is to smash the criminal gangs that are running the vile trade of putting people in the boats in the first place.
At the start of the year, the Prime Minister asked us to judge him purely on how he delivered on his 5 key pledges. He cleverly gave himself some wiggle room in the run-up to the general election. With the exception of halving inflation, he deliberately didn't set any deadlines. But 12 months on, and with popularity ratings at an all-time low, Sunak is all too aware that time is fast running out. Olivia Utley, GB News.